Alright, we are back at Showgrounds in Lusaka, and of course we are witnessing a match week 7, a game involving National Assembly, who are playing host to Green Buffaloes Women Football Club, and as things stand, it is National Assembly 0 and of course Green Buffaloes 1. Lubasi Pumulo on the score sheet. Of course, her goal separating these two sides, so we're expecting so much from this second half. Hope both technical benches were able to spot one or two things which they feel could be able to work out this time around in the second half. So much to expect. I'm Moses Pedro Mwanza, the community football reporter, of course, coming to you live and direct. So National Assembly are in green and yellow, whereas the Green Buffaloes are in red and black. So let me run you through in terms of the lineups for both sides. I'll start with National Assembly. Goalkeeper, we have Milika Banda, whereas Dorothy Lungu is on the right back position. Grace Nachula on the left back position. Helena Masinda is partnering Tao Miselo in the central defensive row for Assembly, whereas Natasha Pogba Mulenga is anchoring the midfield alongside Elina Mbewe. We also have the likes of Grace Coin Mulaish, who is actually the captain of the side, in the middle of the pack, whereas the striking partnership is consisting of Felicitas Fefepiri and of course Nandipa Mkombe. Green Buffaloes lineup looks like this. We have Aisha Mbwana in goal, Martha Tembo on the right back position, whereas Diana Banda is on the left back position. Annie Kibanji is in the central defensive row alongside Lushomo Mwemba. Jede Judith Zulu is anchoring the midfield alongside the partnership of Joanna Benaya, whereas Melan Mulenga is on the right flank. Teresa Chewe is on the left flank, and Teresa Chewe is on number 9. Natasha Mulenga is on the left flank. Pumulo Lubasi is playing number 10. Of course, the goal scorer. Alright, so there was an infringement on Felicitas Fefepiri, and which resulted into a free kick to Assembly, who are trailing here by a goal to nil. So Assembly in attack, that is Lushomo. Oh, that was Nandipa. Almost punishing Aisha Mbwana in goal, but of course it was a weak shot as a result of that disturbance by Lushomo Mwemba. So we're expecting a lot from this second half. 4 minutes gone here, still 1-0 to Buffaloes. Lubasi Pumulo on the score sheet. Hey Andy Sen, my guy, I hope you're doing well today. Good to hear from you. Rachel Nachula, thank you so much once again for joining us in this second half. Rose, hi, wakawe mulifye. Epo Mwaba Mwadula. So it's a throw-in to Buffaloes. Diana looking for Tasha. The chest control is good. Diana with a cross looking for Teresa Chewe, the prolific goal poacher, second top goal scorers of last season, of course. Miselo Tabu pumps the ball up front, looking for Grace Coin, but she held the ball with her hand. So it's now a free kick to Buffaloes, who lead by a goal to nil. So set piece specialist Lushomo Mwemba, like always, she scores long range free kicks. Will she do the same here? Let's wait and see. It's an opportunity for Milika Banda to reorganize Ayumano, including her defenders, in goal for Assembly. Lushomo with a free kick. Good one by Lushomo. Oh, easily collected by Milika there. Wow. Stamps the ball up front. That was a good toss by Feli. Chase for the boys on Nandipa against Annie Kibanji. It is Lushomo. I love the fighting spirit from Nandi. Wow, there should be a yellow card if possible. Otherwise, I love the work rate of Nandipa Mkombe. So the referee being lenient on Lushomo. But it was a dangerous tackle. Of course, earlier on in the first half, we saw another tackle from Lushomo on the same girl, talking about Nandi. she looks promising, and of course Nandipa, she's known to be a free kick, but this time around Coach Nyirenda has resorted to using her as one of the strikers in the team. So it's a free kick to Assembly to be taken by Fefe Felista Spiri. Good cross by Fefe. Oh, that was almost a goal from this end. Oh, it could have been an opportunity for Sheila to open, actually for Ivile to open a goal scoring account since her return to Assembly from Red Arrows. But wow, that should be a wake up call in terms of Green Buffaloes at the back. They are almost punished, you know. Oh, Lushomo. The head are not so good from Grace Nachula. So it's a throw in now in favor of Buffaloes to be taken by Martha Tembo, the Terminator. Long throw by Martha, looking for Teresa Chewe. Remember, Teresa Chewe scored 4 goals here last year on 3rd of April. She broke the history books. She scored 2 more goals when these two teams met in the reverse fixture at Arakan's Green Square. So talking about Teresa Chewe, of course trying to score another one against the same opponents. So that was infringement on Teresa Chewe, but she seems to be okay. There was a trailing hand from one of the National Assembly players. Alright, so play on hold, 2 players, Teresa Chewe for Buffaloes as well as Elena on the ground for Assembly. So play on hold as we have witnessed almost 10 minutes now. Yeah, 10 minutes played in the second half. National Assembly 0, Green Buffaloes 1. So just a reminder once again, this afternoon, 15 hours, it will be Prison Leopards taking on Busa Queens at Mukobeko ground in Kawi. Whereas tomorrow, the league continues as Green Eagles host Red Arrows in a rescheduled match week 1 set for Chamba Valley at the next ground here in Lusaka at 10 o'clock. So we are expecting those games to come through as the league is slowly approaching the half time of the league. Yeah, as we might be aware, it is in 2 zones. Zone A has got 19, Zone B 19, so it means that only a few games will be played. In total, both teams are supposed to play at least 18 games, and we'll call it a wrap of the league. So immediately after this league, a national league now consisting of all the 19 teams, all the 18 teams rather, will come through together to battle it out. So in the meantime, here it is log leaders, Green Buffaloes Women Football Club 1, National Assembly 0. Of course, Green Buffaloes have played 4 games, won 4, 12 points, 14 goals. They've only conceded twice. Whereas National Assembly have played 5 games rather. 3 draws, 2 losses, scored 1 goal, conceded 2 goals. So Assembly chasing for their first win of the season, but so far it is very hard for them. Wow. Alright, so Diana still, actually it was Luga. So we're going to witness the first corner in this second half. It is in favor of Green Buffaloes, who lead by a goal to 0. A goal courtesy of Luga Sipumulo. So results update coming through from Nkana is that Eda Lungu scored a late winning goal for Police Staff Queens, who edged Nkana Queens by 4 goals to 3. So it was a 7-goal thriller at Nkana Stadium. Turkana, despite all the energy that they are putting in, they are really dropping points. Yet to win, of course. Assembly are in attack. Good work by Lushomo. Top drawer save, eh? Experience actually being the best teacher. It is Voila against Triza. It is Triza. Oh, Voila beaten. Triza to Luva. Oh, good blockade by Nachula. Oh, miscommunication between Diana and Tasha. Oh. So earlier on in the first half, one of the weakest links in the National Assembly team, of course, was the defense, but they seem to have reorganized themselves in the second half. So far, they look better than how they performed in the first half. But let's wait and see how this match will pan out. Benaya. It is Mimi. Mirika. Pamsebo up front. The Terminator heads it back. Back to Martha. Finds Luva. Still Luvasi. Oh, there was need for her to look the other side, of course. It is Mulaisho. Referee not interested in that challenge, of course, but Grace is on the ground, eh? Wow. So one player for Assembly is on the ground. It is the captain of the side and the technical bench there. I can see the likes of Coach Mwenzi Lungu as well as Lillian Chalimbana not happy with that decision that has not really been given in their favor. As Grace Coin Laisho need a little bit of treatment from the team doctors. Wow. So in the meantime, Iriri, Elena, they're having a chit chat with Coach Thomas Nyerenda. So Green Buffaloes are preparing to make a double change as Anita Mlenga and Memory Ntala are about to come on. But let's wait and see how that change will work in favor of the Green Army. The team Go Girls Fight and Conquer. Whereas it's a very tough time for the parliamentarians who are aiming to bring parliament closer to the people through sports. So Mlaisho there being stretched off to receive further treatment. It's really good to see the team physio for both teams, working together here. It's really a good sign. Yeah, very, very good sportsmanship, and sportswomanship or sportsmanship. But yeah, that is a good part about football. It unites people, it brings them together. At the end of the day, it's part of the game. You need to understand there's a winner, a loser, and sometimes it may end in a draw. It is Benaya. Chase for the boys' own. It is Nachula against throw in to Assembly. So Milan Mlenga and Dana Banda are the two players to pave way, as Memo Lintala and Anita Mlenga will be introduced for Green Buffaloes. So it's a tactical change, of course. Milan Mlenga has been rested. Yeah, Milan Mlenga has been rested. That place taken up by Anita Mlenga, whereas Memo Lintala came on for Dana Banda. So Memo Lintala rather has taken up the place for Martha Tembo. They have switched places actually. Martha Tembo is now operating from the left back position, Dala on the right back. So Lucia Mwemba with a free kick. for Buffaloes. Good boot up. Natasha, it is Luvasi. She is highly policed, you know, because the National Assembly know the kind of player Luvasi is. GD. Wow, so that was an ambitious shot from Judith GD Zulu. So still National Assembly 0 and of course Green Buffaloes 1. It is Nandipa. Still Nandi. Wow, that was an ambitious shot from Nandipa, but the intention looked so good. So even the technical bench, of course, for Assembly appreciating the efforts from Nandipa. So it is just in the final thing where Assembly having it a challenge. So still 1-0 to Buffaloes. Luasi Pumulo, the score sheet. Chase for the boys on Triza. Still Triza Chewe. She beats Muselo. Oh, the final killer shot. Not good enough, but there was need for her to square in the ball. The likes of Natasha and Pumulo were on running, you know. Fefe. Erina. Back to Fefe. Oh. Alright. Wow. Okay. So it's a free kick to Assembly. So Elina to take this free kick for Assembly, who are still trailing here by a goal to nil. Shekinah Josie. Hi. So there are two Josephine is watching, eh? Josephine Mwene and Josephine Piri. Thank you so much. Chanda Chileshi, thank you so much as well. The scores update. Here it is Assembly 0, Buffaloes 1. So throw in to Assembly to be taken by Voila Dorothy Lungu. One of the odd timers at Assembly, of course. So it's a free kick in favor of Buffaloes. After Natasha Mlinga. After Natasha Mlinga was actually infringed. But animation now coming through from Coach Halwon, as always. Not happy with Aisha's reorganization of her defenders at the back. And Bo. Oh.
Why you on a foot?
Oh.
So baby the party ball.
20 minutes gone. 25 to go. Assembly 0 rather. Green Buffaloes 1. Hi Carl. And wow, that was Aniki Banji with a free kick, but direct in the safe pair of hands of Milika. Ntala. Voila. Free kick there by Natasha. So the technical bench for Assembly yet again appreciating, the efforts being put in by Voila. Alright, so it's a free kick to Assembly. Pushing for a first victory of the season. Green Buffaloes on the other hand pushing for their 5th straight win. It is Teresa. She beats Elina. This time around she does the square pass. Wow. Good work there by Elina. It is Mlaisho. A little bit of slow reaction from Coin It is Triza. Still Chewe Triza, but highly policed by the likes of Miselo. That is Lushomo, you know. Reminding our friends that those chances which you are missing may just come back to haunt us. Esna Tuakumelo, thank you so much, ACA. Appreciate. Alright. So another free kick. Throw in rather. To Buffaloes. To be taken by the Terminator. Martha Timbo. Still Assembly 0 in green. Buffaloes 1. Luasi Pumulo on the score sheet, scoring half fourth successive goal. It is Elena. Here's the ball. Mtala. First contribution from Mtala we are seeing since our introduction. Wow, Green Buffaloes stringing great passes this time around. Another game changer in Anita Mlenga. Anita. The header is very good from Pogba. Natasha. Chase for the boys on. And Kibanji finds Lusho. To Luvasi. She's really enjoying herself. Talking about Luvasi Pumu. Look at the way Buffaloes are playing, you know. Very interesting. Oh, too much for Teresa Chewe.
How many times?
Wow. So that is another reaction from the head coach of Buffaloes. You know, not impressed so far. Some of the challenges, you know, coming through from this game. Iri looking for coin. Good work by the Terminator to Tasha. That is Triza Chewe. Wow. Oh. JD. Header very good from Pogba. The lucky number. Oh, miscommunication between Pogba and of course Sheila. Oh. Anita. Back play to Ndala. But good work there at the back by Natula Grace. Eric Laka. Okay. Yeah, you know. That tells you how much he loves to win. And how much he puts in the effort. He doesn't like no nonsense, you know, going on. The reaction up there, coach. Anyway, it is a coin. Good pass. Wow. Throwing Voila for Assembly. Okay. Oh, it is Nandipa. Good clearance by Lusho. Triza. Twist and turns by Triza. Wow! Misplaced pass from Triza Chewe, but the intention looked so good. Unfortunately, the ball I think took something like an awkward bounce. In the end, it turned out to be a back pass. Sami, thank you so much, sir, for watching. Lushomo. Voila. Oh. Tasha against Voila. These two are having a very good day at the office, eh? Oh, good work there by Tabo. Wow,
Support the Ferry. Come on. Good boss, Ferry.
Wow. Alright, so I think Nandipa. Wow. So that is the closest. Yeah, the closest, National Assembly have come in this game, calling on Aisha Mbwana, to stretch her right arm to parry the ball out of danger as it resulted into a corner kick. But yet again, it is the play from Nandipa. I feel she knows how to take on a Lushomo, because each time Lushomo is in possession of the ball, she makes her to dispossess. So I'm sure going forward, she will definitely be a major threat. It is Pogba. Wow.
Natasha, unapika. 1-on-1. Why minute? Mshukira maneno kutire nini?
Ati mushukira abanini ku training kuno vikanga but ku training mumanyunya banzana. That is Coach Aluono for you, eh? Wow, good pass from Triza to Anita. Still Anita. The cross is very good. Nothing much to trouble Mimi in goal. Time running out for Assembly. Whereas it is not a convincing lead by Buffaloes. They need at least a second goal to be safe. Alright. It is Nandipa yet again. She has put up a good shift at the office for Assembly. Lubasi. It is Pogba. Boching. It is Tavo. Chase for the boys on. Oh. The Terminator. That is a very good pass. Wow, that was an intelligent move by Triza, but good work by Mimi. Ensuring that Triza Chewe doesn't score again against the Assembly. But it is the pass for me from the Terminator, Martha, that did it. Assembly preparing to make a change. Donalia Dante Semaundo about to come on. Wow. Soxini, Sotini, oh yeah, you go bad.
Why you bounce a boneo?
Lushomo clears the line for Buffaloes. So this is a game that can actually go either way, Yeah, it's a game that can go either way. Both teams are having at least some opportunities. It is Assembly, Mulaisho. Good pass to Nandipa. Oh, the strong Kibanji there. With an overhead kick.
Move up!
Wow. Nandipa yet again. Wow, I'm impressed with Nandipa Mkombe, She's really pushing for Assembly. The young player from Saka Queens, So, Sheila Munali has been arrested, paving way for Dante Donalia Simaundu. So, Donalia in, Sheila out. But in the meantime, it's a free kick in favor of Assembly. Coach TP, you say you like the intensity of this game, eh? Very intense. Wow, you're right. It's end-to-end action here. Especially in the second half, at least it's a balanced equation.
On a line, what's having getting some box?
Elina. Good one by Elina. Wow, Aisha equal to the task. Wow. Great save by Miss Clean Sheet. Alright, so it's Aisha Mbwana for Buffaloes in goal. Pumps the ball up front. Good marking by Tabo there. Very strong, towering defender, defensive kingpin, ensuring that Teresa Chewe is kept at bay. She did the lucky number again, 13. Hi Irene, the computer is saying good runs by Nandi. Oh yeah, she's really impressed, you know. Like, I'm impressed. She's impressive and I'm impressed with her performance. Wow. That is an interesting, we rarely see such, you know, one hand pulling of the ball with so much power behind that. How about me, Coach Sarah, what's the problem? Is it because of the result that you are not well? Voila against Tasha. She's calling for help to come through to her. Oh, good 10 by Tasha. Look at that. But the delivery not good enough. Wow. Almost a punishment for Assembly. It didn't seem where the ball, you know, came from. But Assembly were almost punished, similar to the goal that they conceded, actually. So, one player for the Parliamentarians is on the ground. Looks like it is let's see. Okay. Is it Pogba? No. Okay, I'll be able to identify her when she gets up. In the meantime, a corner will need to hold on a bit for Buffaloes. 10 minutes to play. It is now or never for Assembly. They trail 1-0 here. Coach Sarah, please get well soon, you know. It's sad that you're not feeling too well, but wishing you the quickest of recoveries. Mr. Benjamin Kasingi, watching from Shawstone. Thank you so much for being. We appreciate that you have taken time to join this live broadcast. So, Natasha with a corner. Good cross from Tasha. Free header from Lushomo and she scores. First goal for Lushomo in this campaign. Assembly have been punished for the second time. A free header coming through from Lushomo Mwemba to extend the lead for Buffaloes. Wow, pinpoint header. Ball watching in the box, assisted by Natasha. So Natasha assisting twice in this game, whereas Lushomo Mwemba extending the lead for Buffaloes to ensure that it's now a comfortable lead in the last 9 minutes of play. Wow. So it's now Assembly 0, Green Buffaloes 2. It's done and dusted unless something extraordinary comes through from this game. But in football, anything can happen. Alright, so it's 2-0 now to Buffaloes. Lushomo Mwemba opening our goal scoring account of the season with a great goal, pinpoint header, you know. Wow. So Assembly, I just hope they soon find their winning formula. So we are now in the dying minutes of the game. Assembly 0, Buffaloes 2. Lubasi and Lushomo on the score sheet. Good chance by Lushomo. It is Mulaisho. Still Mulaisho. Twist and turns in the middle of the pack. But the delivery not good enough though. Ntala, the landlord, comes to the rescue. Tasha. Good pass to Lubasi. Another splitting ball, but that was too much for Trizachewe. Oh, Tao Miselo. Should be worrying moments for Coach Thomas Nyerenda for assembly and the technical bench, of course. Another one by Munkombe. No one to finish up, you know. But it is Nandipa's hard work that is really, really good here.
Okay.
Wow. Nandipa, the hard work. So, Aisha Mbwana Pwaya for Buffaloes. She was looking for Trizachewe. So last one, all the way from Carnersdale. I appreciate. So, Assembly 0, Green Buffaloes 2, Lubasi and Lushomo on the score sheet. Benaya, good work by Pogba. To GD, twist and tense, loving herself, how she's playing in the middle of the park. It is good one too by Buffaloes. Martha.
Getting ready to come and see.
Voila against Anita. It is Grace, headed away by Lusho. Wow. Buffalo is preparing to make a change. Lucy Kaji about to come on.
Yes.
Triza yet again. Good splitting ball to Lubasi. Offside. Wow, there was need. Wow. Alright, so that was another opportunity there, you know. So seems like it's a tactical change by Buffaloes as Aniki Vanji. Yeah, Aniki Vanji there. The defensive towering kingpin about to be arrested for Lucy Kajia. So a striker in for a defender. What does it tell us? It tells us that Green Buffaloes want more goals up front. So Lucy Kajia in. Aniki Vanji out. Matthias Chize, thank you so much watching from Mukushi. I appreciate. Last 5 minutes of the game. Felicitas, good cross up. Oh, that was Donaria Dante. We haven't seen much of her contribution since her introduction, eh? Think about Dante. Wow, it is Jede. She beats Pogba. The 13 numbers coming locking horns against each other. Yet again, the lucky numbers falling, you know. Oh, okay. Lushu. Ah. So throwing to Buffaloes. What an intriguing and interesting game we have witnessed here. Yeah? Green Buffaloes in attack. Throwing to the parliamentarians. It has been a tough day for them to bring Parliament closer to the people through sports in terms of wins here this season. On the other hand, Go Girls fight and conquer. They are conquering all sorts of teams that comes their way. Another throwing to Buffalo, to Assembly rather. Last 3 minutes. There is need need for sense of agency by Assembly. Maybe they are okay with this scoreline. Oh, but well, it's a free kick to the Parliamentarians actually that has been awarded. Elina. Benaya, but the free kick instead awarded to Buffaloes after that push by Iriri on Natasha. So Buffaloes preparing to make their last change of the match. As the engineer Loveness Malunga about to come on. So Natasha Nanyangwe, she has assisted to both goals actually for Buffaloes. She leaves way for the engineer Loveness Malunga. So Loveness Malunga in for Natasha. Handball against Jede. 1 minute and some seconds to play. That is a very good observation from Coach Beauty, reminding Jede that in as much as she is calling for her friends to take positions, there is also need for her to do the same. Wow. So Nachula is on the ground for Assembly. She will need a little bit of attention from the team physio. So play on hold. Let's wait and see how many will be added on as we await 1 minute of regulation time to play. So it's a free kick to Assembly. Yet again, set piece specialist Elina about to take charge. So Assembly, you need to make a force change in the dying minutes of this game. As Gentile Mazova Tembo about to come on. Gentile Florence Mazova Tembo is Alright, so it's a throw-in in favor of Assembly. Felicitas, another throw-in though. The Terminator heads the ball. It is it was Lucy actually. First contribution from Lucy. Still Kajia. Good spitting ball though. Chess is on as the engineer coming up against the Mulai issue there. So throw in. It's a first change like Kelia mentioned for Assembly. As Grace Nachula has been rested through a first change, of course. Her place taken up by Florence Mazura Gentile Tembo. So Florence in, Grace out. So the 90 now up. Let's see how many more will be added on. As Green Buffaloes here look set to grab their 5th victory in succession. The Green Army. It's Assembly 0, Green Buffaloes 2. Luwasi and Lushomo on the score sheet. It is the landlord, Ntala, looking for Kajia, Lulu, Doro. Wow, good clearance by Lushomo. So, 2 minutes, a minimum of 2 minutes has been added on. So Assembly have got 2 minutes to grab 2 goals, or maybe 3, which could be an extraordinary performance by the Parliamentarians. But it's a tall order for them, a huge mountain to climb. Luwasi to Benaya, twist and turns by Benaya It's a hospital pass to JJ. It is Teresa Chewe. So far, it has been a very difficult period for Teresa Chewe in this campaign, you know, in terms of scoring goals. As of last season, at this stage, she was actually the leading top scorer. So that is a tough touch, tough talking from Coach Halu Ono on the new entrant, talking about Lucy Kajia. Alright, so we are now in seconds before we wrap up this game, as Buffaloes have a free kick to be taken by Lushomo. Wow. Okay, so that was Milika almost punished for our own error, but again she reacted so quickly and ensured that no third goal is scored by the engineer Loveness Malunga. Assembly 0, Green Buffaloes 2. We are in the dying minutes, seconds now to go. Luasi, Luba, to Martha, Mama, the Terminator. Good clearance by Tabo. It is Mulaisho. Gide. Wow. That whistle, referee Martha Mafu, marks the end of this match, as Green Buffaloes have extended their unbeaten run to 5 games, 5 wins, 15 points. Yeah, 15 points and of course 16 goals. What an extraordinary performance by the Green Army. They also look unstoppable this season. But it is back to the drawing board for Assembly, who needs to find their winning formula. As things stand, they are chasing for their fifth victory of the season. Played 6 games, 3 losses, 3 losses, 3 draws, 3 points, 1 goal scored, 4 goals allowed. Wow. Whereas it's congratulations to Green Buffaloes. They have extended their stay at the top of Zone A. Wow. Otherwise, it has been an interesting game. So a goal each from Luva Sipumulo and of course Lushomo Mwemba is the difference here at Showgrounds, as National Assembly have succumbed to a loss at the hands of Green Buffaloes Women Football Club. So full-time scores here. Alright, so that is Lushomo Mwemba, you know, asking whether I managed to capture the goal that she scored in this game. And oh yes, okay, we managed to do that. So it's congratulations to Green Buffaloes, whereas tough luck to National Assembly. They still have more games coming through, only if they can work on 1 or 2 things. Otherwise, they had an impressive game. Unfortunately, their best was not good enough at the end of the day. Well, thank you so much. I can have a lot of things to talk about, but this is all I had for you. Otherwise, thank you so much to Irene Lungu for watching, Keshom Sinyama for watching, Mwamba Mtale for watching as well. I really appreciate that you took time to join this broadcast. The same could be said to Young Dre, the wise kid. Full-time scores from the Showgrounds, it ends. National Assembly 0, Green Buffaloes 2. Lubasi Pumulo and Lushomo Mwemba on the score sheet. This has been Moses Pedro Mwanza signing out from the Showgrounds. This has been your community report. Until next time, paka paka.